Secondary school metro no. Carway, ane number JR 4419 13GH. Chronon kwa metro no, and all the carway, and warrior school name more. Ibia Titmantos, Ibia Monjo, Tinapa, Bibia, no Baba in a car. Ane, and Numleya, Yamani Trinesa, Metron and a bargain ye, the flash in the Muria Titmantos. Ane, when you drive on the Kuran, no more we are the Ashonum. Oh, Ghana buying. Oh, what day? Sorry, I'm a Kufuado Nashi. Monre, and then come on, Demquala. Was your Buqua? Oh, what day? Team of Chama will be Monitanana. Chama, Timamo be of Francis Secondary School Metro no. Carway, ane number JR 4419 13GH. Chronon kwa metro no, and all the carway, and warrior school name more. Ibia Titmantos, Ibia Monjo, Tinapa, Bibia, no Baba in a car. Ane, and Numleya, Yamani Trinesa, Metron and a bargain ye, the flash in the Muria Titmantos. Ane, when you drive on the Kuran, no more we are the Ashonum. Oh, Ghana buying. Oh, what day? Sorry, I'm a Kufuado Nashi. Monre, and then come on, Demquala. Was your Buqua? Oh, what day? Team of Chama will be Monitanana. Chama, Timamo will be.
Good morning. I hope so you guys can hear. Some video na mason ate. Good morning. Onia woshame Ghana for illiteracy within our political system no. Eno na ekun Ghana for the most. Wosha Ghana for se na omo protecting aban no te said which should have been the other way around. Wosha Ghana for mebunu omonte aban na ye na si ho no omonte aban ni dwumedie ase eno na ama Ghana akodu baabi a abedru yo enya aban ne nkoten de bia me ka kire se aban nkoten entimi nye kuro yie eno a wo hwe ekuro mu ha wo hwe baabi bia aban ejansa ase de ato ho na omahu se sabi onipa dasani ahoto enye sika nkote ne ma ahoto na emon se wote bia wote no baabi a wote no se de ebe ya niam a wo behu omu aye research hu se eniam a se de eniam the way a wo act no eniam a wahu ena ema wo behave se de wo behave enu nti wo hwe abonten a wo hwe ennua ye de asisi ekrom ha ye try say omu be make sure some be plant trees no maja nsase de aye parks na se de be ya citizens no omu hu beto omu na omatimi akonya baabi akotena omu ebe generate omu be build a family a strong family way waha I say a strong family way values any community values any niama echichiri krono enye aban no ena ekoda dwene hu enura na menhwe debate ewo yen political way hanomo ewo yen way parliament house ha wonim debate kura na omo ye amanfo mo mfa nchame enhyira na ehwe manimu a debate omo ye ne say emra covid ba ye no injumayefo bebre echange omo face of work no said de omo eye adwuma bebre tifie na omo ye adwuma yen say yakotena fie na ye adwuma free fie. There are so many companies omo for say they have overhead costs no they will maintain people working from home into policies show abanya ewo krom ha owo nyansa onim na chese omu aya te se nyankopon oye nyansa kwabo nyame onim ne ebesi chinanti no hye ase enera no ne onim ne ene ebekọ ne nti o hye hu dwumadi ase from enera no sa nyansa kwabofo yi emotena ho na omo dwendwene the protection of these employees are getting used to home, working from home. No? The labor law, the ministers, the ministry within the Ontario ministry, how are employers employees will come into good terms. Policies are ebema employer no option. Either so person or tenefie continue tenefie because mami can say me chiro onipa dasani said dear emma nipa dasani emma no function well and it's a one nepe into omo person omo say say adwuma omo mra baka papa ensu say yes omo mra baka. What are the options are as an employee you can take your legal right. What are some? Because people has settled working from home. Now employer say employer be your person you were there no chance say no amount option say one ma adwumemu date or their show no say one ma obey you were there na say you have this option. So the ministries are sitting down bringing up policies obey negotiable way negotiated way at least the employees and the employers how the public the ministers parliament pre emma way on my timemufuo no send the timemu manfuo no benya hoto na enkoye ntokwa enkoye court nsam mo pese wonim se ade we nkrofo betimi afaso edi agisika obi o ha akakakra na retire into obetimi afaso edi agi settlement free aban no ho. Into these are the ministers, these are the lawmakers' responsibilities. Now the public are the one pushing for some form of negotiation, some form of effort to be from the ministers. Ghana on the other hand, this is what happens. The citizens don't know the responsibilities of these ministers and the lawmakers that they have elected. Look at a matron oye jumama ban we state items Ghana foi munsu nyansa we dada frog onim nyansa wakwa oba abrochi hanom no waka Walmart onim how our policies came about in this country. Onim says a Walmart yinedi without any cause he can go to labor law. Onim say when he is being abused and discriminated against he actually has a human rights commission within a jumano that a frog abong into a disadie way just say abina ya dear but and crofono muti on sankosia samna omo muni answers omo munim how things are fixed. They think say the people should fix themselves. Let me tell you, a metro no ye jumama bang when I hire no opa kire me say akola wati fie akola wati wo fie does not need your direction, does not need your disciplinary rules, so the child can be upright and make sure say they are following rules. And then when they don't follow rules what are some of the measures would they put in place ebema akola ne hu say nia oye no enye. What are some of the measures aban ade atoto kwan mu metron way nipa ss sanction no na so yinadi no odino onipa ss oyi sa metron na di no odino inti aban na faili. You see, look at the video again.
Of Francis Secondary School metron no Kawe ane number JR 4419 13 GH Chronon kwa metron no and all the Kawe and we school ne mo bibia titmantos bibia munjo tinapa bibia na obo aban ne ka ane anumle ya monitoring sa metron ne bag nie ne flash ne munyo titmantos ane hwe munyo driver ne kura ni mu hwe no mo wi ade ahye no oh Ghana ban oh ade osole amse akufu adonya hwe monhwe ane ne kwamo de nkwala
hanom na me pese wodwene kwa akire na Uma wadwene cells na ewemu no waking up. Many I share the video because people are cutting themselves short. You are behaving like you are illiterate. Illiteracy within the political system no. And now obi sorry ano kasa but oni mabanye dwumedi eseso mudi. And now obi obe sorry bia ni wofa bi wa aban mu a onya nnuane se ria bafie no metron no ne ma metron no ne busiafo metron no ne nananom metron no ne friends ena ye omugina we social media sa aban na ya ade no metron no nnuane omwia nnuane a ekuro no entua hwe when you work for a government and they are not paying you well, so you don't become a thief. You don't become a wicked person. You advocate for more money. Ghanaians don't know how to advocate for themselves. No more elementary students learn civil rights. They are learning how to advocate for themselves. No more hospitals. They say free healthcare. Now, so when you're free, sir, you must be able to advocate for yourself. You must know how to advocate for yourself. Ghana need how to advocate for themselves. Until they have become thieves. Metron way abaye sese oyi na di no owo hefa. So Ekufuado nyahwe. Ekufuado has failed the system bitterly, and Ghanaians must recognize that. Abaye ba so na se we failure because of say Mwadani akromfuo ma eni akromfuo namfufuo akromfuo mbusiafo ntino. You are defending the government because you get some of these thieves eniama yewia ebefie no wo wofa ewo eye DC wadamfo anase wonim some minister bi wo Ghana ho nti munyina madani akromfuo ena moya akromfuo mwa akromfuo citizens illiteracy ama ekrom ha adonkom Ghana for adonkom to say we no we apotobibre a enya dan bi na wasa akɔhye ho wanya washroom bi a sabi yen twetwe wu ya apotobibre ena moya mo cancers I infested the kuro no nyina eye ade a munim mo right ena ama kuro no we ekoso aban na faili for not being able to put down measures. Abani your kromfuo into ontimi nche kromfuo. Abanu or your kromfuo into ontimi nche kromfuo. And you are talking about enkrofo saying abanu nyashe. Abani nyashe because a person like that is still working. A person like that is still working. How do you praise abanya wahaya kromfuo? How do you praise praise akrono aban? The matron, where does she or he get their paycheck from? Who pays them? So with this act, how comes this person should still come to work? Have you taken the video to the government to say, and I say the head office of that school said this is what we have catch the metro what school this is what we have catch. If nothing happens to that person, Abine has failed. And these are some of the things that Ghana broke. We keep saying Ghana is broke. We keep saying Ghana is broke. Ghana is not broke. Abine Viesikano, period. Ghana is not broke. Ghana is short of money. They are not broke. Yeah? Obi oye broke. Broke is in the head. Ghana. Nisika way the asase Ghana no sika papa. Ghana has money. It is the people who has broke abino di Ghana nimuno and they are broke in the head. Kufuado is broke. Omu nim nyansa. Ministers are broke. So when a broke person, when somebody without a brain goes close to money, the money loses its value. Obi only value, only any conscience. When they come close to anything, that is how it is. That is the universal law. You can be very beautiful, anything. So what you are losing your value. Every abino MPP abino are broke in their brains. And nothing necessary to hire people like Paul Adumochre. And nothing necessary to Paul Adumochre a position. So Paul Adumochre, who is sick in the head, Paul Adumochre, who targeted a Kufuado for 4 times, 3 times na Kufuado Lucy Yenina, Paul Adumochre targeted because that is near Tinimuno. Kufuado nkote ne betimi atena sente Kufuado wini ya Paul Adumochre ni lobby for position no Kufuado ne timi yamano. You see the type of people, everybody who they attract. You attract the people who you are. Inti sankwasiya fuoba wa brabo mwa. Unso uye kwasiya. Sana tiye. Uye kwasiya nkwasiya fuonkwa neba wa brabo. Paul Adumochre supportu MP away Kufuado particularly because onimse Kufuado ye kromfuo. And onweni munu na adwene nye. He's a possessive man. Oyobia neni oye cat eye. Obroni beka say cat eye. En Jamaica ni. Oyobia neni bray idea from Nkola brem. Ni mnanti bremu ton ena Paul Adumochre elusu ono ni identity inti osheda ena I had to say we me fan say a stalker or stalky Kufuado since Kufuado ni etini muno onim say Kufuado niama ono peno Kufuado will be able to do it for him. So one will say Kufuado failing crampono Paul Adumochre can switch the language because he does not see it, because he has a motive since the beginning. And no near friend yahrie a compulsive disorder, excessiveness of it, and only Paul Adumochre. When you are obsessed with something, adeni blue, and so we say you are obsessed with it, you want a new by all means, by all costs, and no near friend of compulsive, excessive compulsiveness. And that is the abayin Ghana for abayin etesu sesiano. That is what they expect. That is what it is right now. Intino nianya kurano yesiye. Nianya yesiye. Ana wanya nkrofua omunimu. What abayin is responsible of doing, what abayin responsibilities are. Abayin responsibilities are to make sure say the system is clean of these people are. Omuya abanye juma. So abanye entimi anyine dia. Abano is incapable of running the country. Period. So the matron who was caught in stealing from the children the food. You see, a school feeding. Na matron. Ashenyankopo anim. Enkwala esese ye de aduane feedi omono. Na matron no ashenyankopo anim. Embu ejuma oye no. Metrono has no respect or ni value. Why? Because a jumano, abanye jumano, there is no values placed on it. They don't train these people. There are no bylaws that governs them. Or no metron anymore. Abanye bisa almost say when was the last time they've went to a workshop organized by the company, the government. Bisa every teacher ni say their last workshop are focusing on something to bring into the classroom. Bisa every Ghana ni teacher ni matron whatever beside teachers and we here for na yejuma with school more oma they don't know how to create jobs in the schools. Until when a juma no ye no value or treating no anyhow. And Abai is responsible for that. Ask the matron, when was the last time I say, oh, Messia, dear? Yes, say, oh, away, and Yama say, and Colano, a loose one, and Yama say, and Colano, they are failing, and Yama say, Yapasa, you introduce you into the classroom, and Yama say, Yapasa, Ghana should look like, in terms of the public way, at the say, Bisa matron, say, when was the last time? Buying organizing a workshop ebema or no metrono follow the rules and regulations of the school or of Abino are representing the whole Ghana bisano. So when the job has no value, they treat it as such. A yenipesu So when the government is incapable of finding this thing out and knowing the psyche of human being, so making sure say you bombard them with training, you bombard them with work ethical training, you bombard them with the rules that governs them, make sure say they are protected, they are valued, make sure say since you are valued, you are valuable to the government and to the public, you know. These are the things as I say we ye ema ehute adwuma na we ye na ehute. Inti metron omuni ho adwuma no eye fun. Inti metron will steal. Metron best steal. School of blind. School of blind. These poor blind students were crying for years. They were telling the government to say, Metro na ewo no, say no ye ohia niama. Metro na ewo no, niama yede nkrofo be donate Emma school student, you know, they don't give it to them. They will take those items and go and sell it. What did the government, what did the head do? The head is involved, the tail is involved, the middle people are involved. So who is going to sanction? Who is going to reprimand those people? Who is going to? So you are telling us to say you are doing an Musi Ekufuado and Yashi Ekufuado Yashi are binding Yashi. They have failed Ghanaian people. So if a Ghanaian person doesn't know that, and you know what boom, and until you allow the people who knows law, you allow the people who knows the process to talk, and you learn from it. You don't join Abino Nudisicano. You don't join the people like the Metron. The Metron is Abine. Metron no ye Juma ewo suku muwa we jia niamano oya Abine. So if a Ghanaian person doesn't understand that dear, say that a frog, that the Freddy, Eddie Akotu was a Abine ya dear. Metro no, I am representing the government. So if the government is a thief, I will be a thief. The government no only me negotiate a hanumo the ministers the law lobbyists are lobbying for employees. These are the policies kromuha by omasha say di hun komo say say omu protective workers abai no protective workers and debi the public were complaining say this big man no mababuye casinos no. The casinos are taking their money. When a suman Ghana ni bank obeka sankwasiafo, when a suman se ko casino no, but it is the binary responsibility. Muna these people licensed to operate. When a person don't have control, we need each other. We need rules. We need regulation. And yes, sir, we will go out of hand. Until the people started to complain about the casinos in the neighborhood. Abino at the policies be by say to say the cigarette warning sign wono. Abino the policies be akoka ayeno the responsibilities of the casino owners and say they should provide support for people who are addicted to gambling. Inti say omo advertise it for casinos you will see say after that you know I say drug company hey kromwa and me say adwene ne ye adwuma say antibody ne mre e kromwa adwene ne ye adwuma antibody no emre into the casinos has policy within the casino say when you advocate people who are coming to you now make sure say you don't milk them and take their monies and make sure say you support people who are addicted obi oho anajubi osi ho just say wagambo ni danka wagambo ni tiama awarija ye beba Abino has made and shisheye for the government, from the government to the casino owners and say onipa ni de waye addicted wo na wo de ade ni besum no wo na wo be stare that side of the person no. There was a psychological way about that. there was a nipper that's a niche when I would be dada or want to say cigarette. They know what they do. They know when they are introducing a concept. They know the emotional way advert omo ye niam omo kaka hu ema onipa ejitum. Inti casino say you are responsible for making sure you are responsible say nipa no o mese ni sika nyina ewo wo business ewo wo operation no mu o mese ni sika afenso no you make sure say you provide support for people who are addicted to gambling. How beautiful is that? Iti Ghana for ma ni memua te se nkwasiafo te se dada frog mu ne adwene pa hene no omu ni maban hyehyeye. And they are speaking and the government love it because omu Jimmy nkwasiafo nkoten. Why is it that Ghanaian cannot advocate for themselves? It's in the elementary school they teach the children how to advocate for themselves, how to make sure so being sisiu, how to make sure say you are not being taken advantage of, how to make sure say everything you do it is within the line of the law. These are some of the things yedi eshe akola ase ewo kurom ha ema akola no ye useful to the society. Niawa Jimmy onim advocacy is dumb. Sauti ase ubo abanka ubo kroka it wusha Ghana for bokase basa because enkwasiafo nkoten. Minia Frank Ghana for boka because ensem hunu ena aye kromu homa. Ghana for boka o because usha womu a omochi this metro a omu monitor ne saa no Ghana ni de bia wo ye adwuma for free because wadwenye uyemu nye. You don't want to work according to what is lawful. Into one kasa wo pay the law in your hands. Into wo show mo play the CIA for, of course, the good citizens. But guess what? They don't know who is responsible for what they just did. They don't know who is responsible for the discovery. Obibini make it discovery na gotamu na ensio afaneko. Obibini what make it what the metro wachi me amete he ya me ya ban adwuman na sabi na wakotam bribi ewo ho anasa ye de bribi amankola na wakotam say masese gumika mu me di kofie. What do you think aban no ombe mame say because aban ye kromfo nti mame ka asem nkirew ye nim sa niam no wo krom ha wo omo sisi kwan bia okronfo de wia edi best system no. Into Usha Ghana, nothing is going on. She enkoso. Papa new force. She enkoso because the very thing SSA Ghana niba ye bia oye. People has catch the thief no. Now what happens to the thief? Bibia SSA Ghana niba ye oye. Ghana niba yesi yenko suku yako. Bebre yako suku. Ghana niba yesi asase da ho yako. You see MPP for has they lie to themselves. They lie to themselves. I was just in a meeting and a gentleman made a comment to me. Or say Ekuafo, you think say Ekuafo nisika, Ekuafo wusika. Because wako ekurebiase. Ekuafo wusika pa wako ekurebiase. Okodu ho sometimes light ni baby. Okodu ho every ekuya ni biano ewo we plasma TV at that time no. Look at that day be or the other than who. Look at how accepting he has accepted mediocrity as a way of life. Mediocrity. Just say ekuafo ne nyesika to television. Ekuafo no na light no on so we obia wo omso mo de twen. Say light ba ekurase ho a. Maminka asem nchiro. The road you even took to get to that village, you know, have you thought about it? Ekuyani ne fie no timu no me paucho the omo plaster ho. Is it a concrete? Ekuyaninu koko farmer no ekura ho no te no efie na otimu no ekwan a ekoho machines ben ene kuyani no ode ye adwuma Ghana ni say ekuyafo wo sika MPPO. You see omo say momote wo say ekuyafo ni sika ekuyafo wo sika shatade e hye kuyani no. Look at what the kuyani no has access to. Mediocrity, the way of thinking. Unsaka kakre bi fansa. This is the way we think, and we think it is okay. Ekuyaninu ewosika because ekuyaninu ni sika no hye nata so ano atade ekura no on hye qualities. Ma ekuyaninu nkasa okoje visa na yankoshe ekuyaninu account mu yanhwe sika egu ho. You see, we don't research things, we look at the surface of how things look. Because look at the word you are using. Ekura ekura. Shadan or Tim say, if a hanomo, ekuyani, ewosika, ekuyani hu, echresika, ekuyani dine, echreso or your farmer. Farmer biara, ewasa sekesia machine. And or dear Juma, they can afford the machines. Fame biara ushe kwanya ekone fame hona ombre. Fame bia eshempabwa papa edu emra summertime. Nasa milo, they are millionaires. But Ghana ni edi Ghana ekuyeni ye example say okodu ekuya Ghana for say ekuyafo nisika the mediocrity yan is retarded. Aye late. Our way of thinking is reverse. So, onipe nim how to advocate for themselves, and that's a problem. Mwakwachi metro na wawie nuane. Then necessary metro no. Who is the metron representing? Is it a private school or it is a public school? Who pays? What money do the school generate to pay themselves? Metro ne wano are the school fundraising and omodo pay themselves ana. And I say wo tax ni bi na yedituaneka. And who is responsible for that tax? Who is responsible for that tax? And say nipa no metron no oba be adwuma no hwan efa no. Enya ban. So who is the metron representing? Mo say we Ghana for say Akufo-Addo nyahwe. Who is the metron? The school master now wawia erepu akwala na ese so okoda jail. Ese say olusu ni job no da so ye adwuma. Who are the gang? Ghana ni inti anka school metron anka sanko yi ni hwadi. Wunnim nipa su. Wunnim ni change nipa esu. Wunnim ni etene enipa. Wunnim ni ye nipa yie. Enu nti mo say metron no mom no should know what to do. And na maybe say ask the metron so obu na adwuma na na. Ask the metron say adwuma na oye no sika ye de tua no ono nko ano eso ne dan ka e ma ne so ne electricity esan eso ne phone bill e ma so pese otu kwan a otimi tu kwan a bisa metron no. This is a question you should ask. And so no, so Abai has failed, Akufo-Addo has failed. This is the truth. The future has collapsed. Papa Bernard, future now collapsed already. So what you say? Because of the help of average Ghanaians, not educated, they are not educating themselves. Eya munsu ade kakramfi black Americans in ho. Omo na yedi omo konkwaso mu. Omo na yekoye omo yakayaka de yi omo nansem paboa just to identify them as slaves. Omo na yesi yempene se omo kwakotena school dan mu. Omo na abrofo ama omo kwan se omo kwakotena school dan mu. Empo omo self-educated themselves. They reached high to be astronauts. They reached high to be the first people to have an open heart surgery. A black person, first person to have an open heart surgery in America was a black person. Traffic light, yeah, gain red, gold, righty, a black person. So eya mo nsua say baby amowo should be better. And until na a year of return attracted a lot of black Americans. They were so disappointed. Black Americans anka a year of return. What happened? Ewo Ghana, Africa. Anka sesanka e krono nanka omo flood krono. Se Ghana ya anka se development anka wo be hwe site bia na ye develop to say the kromo ya se sia na ye change this neighborhood no. Usa se wan ko baby kromo wan ko baby for 8 months pa wo be ko back ne nte say biu. Ni ye kukuru dan biesi ho e change aye park. Nanso hwe Akufo-Addo be dada Americans for black Americans a year of return come back buy no they were disappointed. Inti anka Ghana fuwe, you have no excuse not to learn the law that governs yourself. Wakwachi matron and I will say you are not holding the one who hired the matron responsible, but yet you can muye away a chickens. Muni balls, Ghana for any zeal within them. Many of them, Papa, new force, many of them has no zeal. Muni akukudro, Ghana for bebre pain for bebre sradie. They cannot talk. Omuba, esi kwe mumpo, say, ebusiani inabe support umpono. It is a big problem. They could not do it all. Omuba, abeye. They cannot support them. They are chickens. They sold you fear. Ganani, yaton ehun, yarie, amanie, obre, ene de mao. And I want to some say la, and untino say problem be ba. Instead of Ganaman taking the problem and changing the problem to be a way, something a way. I add a year, dear Bebrano. Ganaman, that was problem no mu. Akufo-Addo, or someone da COVID mu, munda, munfa COVID, yamuhunina, and yamuhunina poto now who can't to say COVID. Yariana bomobe bia or here into COVID. Yawahana Russia, Ukraine war by or say Russian Ukraine fire nyum fasa. Wasi Russian Ukraine fire wusunye ukoda fakoda. That is what Akufo-Addo, that is all they can provide. Akufo-Addo nim what Ghanaians o nim niama e Jimmy Ghanani. Akufo-Addo wa metena America o inso hwene accent oka onim ostedi Ghana fo hu say Ghana fo Jimmy bebre. Onim say Mr. Tekan brofo we ya Ghana fo be jimatum. She monhu kromfo ahwe we na Bible no pese o kirew pefin o kirew what the behaviors of an evil person, the behaviors of an evil person or bano so shrine or shrine what you are actually yearning se wakuma epa de bonia eyenia wakuma pepe Ghana. I'm telling you, Akufo-Addo came as a shining star for Ghana ni awa bon into obeka brofo Ghana fo nim Ghana fo ntiase Ghana fo mpanyfo hwe Akufo-Addo captured them mpanyfo. Isn't that surprising? You know Akufo-Addo or capture mpanyfo pa wo Ghana. Isn't that surprising that not so much of youth Akufo-Addo could not manipulate so many youth, but the mpanyfo wo Ghana the most everybody or capture omo. This should tell you something about our old folks. Almost every opinion be our Ghana Akufo-Addo they hold Akufo-Addo to their heart because ya kromfo. So Akufo-Addo came to represent what they were looking for. Into wusham mpanyfo bi ti say she emra na we omo pese omo pass E11 no wo de hade papa we he shocked me, he surprised me, and we how desperate Ghanaians, how desperate these people were.
We won't pass it. Whatever they want to do, we will pass it at the right time. They can't do anything. We are in government. If they claim it will make us unpopular, why wouldn't they stop? Well, they know this is going to transform and change the lives of Ghanaians. They know this is going to reverse the consequences of the COVID. They know this is going to put our fiscal space in the right perspective. And they are afraid that Ghanaians will continue to build their goodwill and confidence in this government. So please, we need a e-levy. And those who are saying that we should reduce it to 1% and go. Boss, if you want something to be reduced to a certain figure, you can't just make that arbitrary statement. You cannot project out of nothing. You should project out of properly done.
Based on facts and fact sheets and proper analysis, it didn't make sense, but yet you are asking someone to present. If they want 1%, that they should present it with analysis and for proper. Someone, an expert in economics in Ghana, gave the government how they can recoup, how they can avoid this e-levy, how they can avoid bringing problems, more problems onto Ghanaians. But when we say paying for say Kufuado, they entice, just a Kufuado entice woman. A Kufuado fled what they've been looking for. And only Paul Adumochiri or say, or no, oh, a Kufuado no, or no one any mukase. Paul Adumochiri say, oh, a Kufuado. And Mura Kufuado say, we've never had such a political way, a politician like that. A Kufuado who say Kufuado ya kromfu. Paul Adumochiri saw, say, what he is looking for, he can only get it from a Kufuado. So he became obsessed with a Kufuado. And so are many painful. Almost MPP asia. Almost making sure, say, MPP, every foolish thing, like some of them cathedral. A cathedral. A Kufuado nini nyang kupon koshia yeno. Not the cabinet members and kahu. But right now they are making it a national promise. A Kufuado nini nyang kupon. How is Ghana's that low when it comes to reasoning? How are they? When did they become this wicked? To enact wicked laws, bring upon Ghanaians debt. When did this gone this far? Oni Awushame, this is a serious case. One kasa be the judge. Samutina ho, say yen painful way and free one, nothing will change. I'm telling you. I was just in a meeting. Now me share the way I'm paying for Nikasa Utimusa. Their minds are twisted, their brains are twisted, they are bent on making sure say you are a child, they will not hear you. I'm telling you, Ghana inform paying for no 60s, 80s, no 70s, no omuntie and omunso no mafa MPP 4 and paying dear no afa. Omonso no mo go MPP from pen no mafa enkrofo abrofo bi to say Lord Ken ke we kan me mu o mafa abron kosiafo abon fo bi to say we chairman wontumi mu abronya no mu e no mu di nsem bone e ma wo mu. This is foolishness. This stink. Ama Ghana bon, ama Ghana pro. Nyankopon shira mo nyina. Please share the video. Mami abna Papa New Force. May God bless you for inviting, for clicking on people. I guess everybody is busy somewhere else. I will bring you way and you may say me do fear. I will do my analysis. I really want to sit in a way, to do that. So I'll bring you Paul Adumochiri's video. No, we should really flood the system so the international world will see. Say these are the men who will take any bribe to support the government. Nyankopon shira mo nyina.